Bueno, mira. Indirect speech is also known as responsive speech or indirect discourse. It's a way of communicating what someone said or thought without quoting the exact words. Instead, you paraphrase or summarize their message. Okay, what does that mean? Very simple. Is, for example, suppose that someone is saying something such as, for example, I am busy. The other person is going to report or to communicate what the other person is saying, but changing a particular word in the phrase. For example, in this case, he said that he was busy. In this case, I am busy is in the present, and he has to report he was busy. Okay. In the same way, I have to work. Notice that we are using the simple present. When you report or when you say the indirect speech, you said, he said that he had to work. In this case, had is the past of have. If we are using the present continuous, I am working now, you have to change two words in the indirect speech. He said that he was working then. When you use now in the direct speech, you change it to then in the indirect speech. I worked hard yesterday. In this case, simple past. We use the adverb yesterday. And when you change it, it says, for example, you change it the following way. He said that he had worked hard the day before. When it is in simple past, the indirect speech is in this case, past perfect. I have worked hard this week. The sentence is in present perfect. The indirect speech is past perfect. He said that he had worked hard last week. This week changes to that week. If we are using in the direct speech, if the person is saying, for example, I was working hard yesterday, past continuous, you have to change to past perfect continuous. He said that he had been working the day before. Yesterday changes to the day before. And if the person is using the simple future, I will work hard tomorrow, the indirect speech is, he said that he would work hard, he would work the next day. Okay, we would work hard in this case, but I didn't write hard here. So what you have to understand here is that the indirect speech is divided into direct speech, which are the words that the person expresses, and the indirect speech that are the words that the other person reports. And something that you have to take into account is when the direct speech is in simple present, the indirect speech has to be in simple past. Present continuous changes to past continuous. Simple past changes to simple past or past perfect. Present perfect changes to past perfect. Past continuous changes to past continuous or past perfect continuous. Simple future changes to conditional. So in this case, we're talking about the 10 changes. 10 changes. Okay. There are other changes that you have to take into account. For example, when in the direct speech you have now, it changes to then. Today changes to that day. Remember, from the left, the phrases that are on the left are the phrases or the words that you use in the direct speech or when the person speaks. And the phrases from the right are the words that you change when you use the indirect speech. So bring changes to take, come changes to go, this week changes to that week, tomorrow changes to the next day or the following day, yesterday changes to the day before or the previous day, the next day changes to the next week or the following week, last week changes to the week before or the previous week. Here changes to there, ago changes to before, and tonight changes to that night. Okay, I hope you can understand this brief explanation of what indirect speech is. Okay, and remember that is also known as responsive speech or indirect discourse. Okay, bye. Bye.